Hey everybody, and welcome to this special on Mercury transiting in Scorpio from the 6th of November right up until the 27th. So first I'm going to talk about the practical, spiritual, esoteric and astrological meanings of Mercury transiting in Scorpio. So when Mercury is in Scorpio, it's important for us to approach this energy with an open mind and a willingness to explore the depths of our being. This may involve facing uncomfortable truths and confronting our shadow side or experiencing the shadow sides of others. The transformative power of Scorpio, which is, ruled by Pluto, and in some systems cold ruled with Mars and Pluto. So the best use of this is to release any fears or insecurities that have been holding you back, allowing you to step into your full potential. During Mercury's transit in Scorpio, you can expect your communication skills to be on fire. Your words can carry an added level of intensity and power, so it's crucial to choose them wisely. Practically speaking, when Mercury cruises through Scorpio, it brings a deep intensity to our communication game. It's like our words become supercharged with emotion and power, so be careful with what you say during this time, because your words may have a bigger impact than usual, and your actions as well, so watch out for that. On the spiritual, esoteric side of things, Mercury in Scorpio opens up a portal to our innermost thoughts and desires, making it a perfect time to dive deep into introspection, self-reflection, and explore the hidden corners of your mind. Don't be afraid to confront those skeletons in your closet, fam. It's all about growth and transformation, And when it comes to astrology, this transit brings some serious vibes. Scorpio is all about passion and intensity, so expect some major intensity in your communication style. Your conversations can have that extra oomph, making you as charismatic as hell, so it's a time to tap into your intuition and trust your gut instincts. Mercury in Scorpio has a way of guiding us towards what really matters, helping us make decisions with a deeper understanding. But hey, remember that Mercury is the trickster planet, so be prepared for some hella intense conversations and possibly even heated arguments. It's all part of the cosmic roller coaster ride, right? Just make sure to keep it respectful and avoid any unnecessary drama, okay? So yeah, I'm going to talk now about the positive and negative aspects of Mercury's transit in Scorpio 2023, which I said that happens from the 6th to the 27th of November this year. So the first aspect is Mercury making a sextile to Venus, and this is applying. So this brings a sort of harmonious connection between Mercury and Venus, enhances communication skills, promoting charm and diplomacy. It creates a pleasant atmosphere for negotiations and social interactions as well. Mercury is also making a conjunction to Mars, which is separated, so not as strong as an applying aspect, but still influencing the whole period, because the aspects of planet mates when going into a new sign is said to flavour the whole period it's in that sign. So all of these aspects will influence this year's Mercury transit in Scorpio. So Mercury's conjunction with Mars amplifies mental energy and assertiveness. It can push motivation and drive, making it an excellent time for taking action on intellectual pursuits or projects. However, it can also lead to impatience, impulsiveness, and potential conflicts can arise from strong opinions or verbal disagreements. Mercury's opposition to Uranus is also separating. This aspect brings tension and unpredictability to Mercury's transit in Scorpio, so it can increase mental restlessness and rebelliousness, making people wanting to make some pranks just for the sake of it or say things just for reaction. It challenges us to focus and maintain a steady flow of thoughts individually. Sudden insights or breakthroughs can happen, but it can also disrupt plans or create misunderstandings if not handled carefully. Mercury also makes a trine to Neptune, so the trine between Mercury and Neptune can increase imagination, intuition and creativity. It opens up the doors to self-reflection and aids helps with spiritual exploration, encouraging us to listen to our inner voice and trust our intuitive insights. However, it is essential to remain grounded and discerning, as there is a tendency for idealism or deception to cloud judgment. Mercury is also making a sextile to Pluto. This is applying, so this aspect can bring intensity and depth to Mercury's transit in Scorpio. It enhances our analytical skills and research abilities, making it a powerful time for uncovering hidden truths or solving complex problems. It also creates transformative conversations that can lead to personal growth and empowerment. Mercury also makes a quincunx to the North Node, which is separating, so this adds a sort of like twist of fate to this transit, creating a sense of unease and uncertainty, as if something is out of alignment or not quite right. So some of us may have this just general unease and we may not be able to put our finger on it, but this aspect wants us to reassess our priorities and make adjustments so that we can align with our true path and purpose, while we pay attention to any intuitive sort of nudges or synchronicities that may guide us towards a new direction or perspective. Trust that even though it may feel uncomfortable at first, embracing this shift can ultimately lead to growth and fulfillment. This when Mercury goes into Scorpio, we have a yod and we have a T-square that's been formed, so I'm just going to talk a bit more about these special aspects. So we have a yod between the Moon, Pluto and Neptune, which has a 10% orb tightness. So a yod is also known as the finger of God in astrology. It's a rare and powerful configuration. It involves two planets in a sextile aspect that are approximately 60 degrees apart, and other two planets are forming an inconjunct to a third planet which is 150 degrees apart. So on the positive side, this celestial configuration can bring deep insights and transformative experiences, which comes normally with the intense energy of Scorpio anyway, but this aspect amplifies it. So the energy of Scorpio combined with the influence of Pluto and Neptune can enhance Mercury's ability to uncover hidden truths and delve into matters of psychology and spirituality, so can aid personal and spiritual development, which I'll talk a bit more about later. Communication can take on a profound quality, allowing for meaningful connections and deep exchange of ideas, so it's good to sort of like repair those relationship rifts. But because it has a 10% orb, this can intensify this sort of aspect, leading to power struggles, manipulation or even obsession in communication interaction. So it's important to be mindful of how this influence may affect your words and actions, as I said earlier, as misunderstandings or conflicts can come up if not handled with care, and this aspect amplifies this sort of this message, as I said in the introduction, to use our words and actions wisely. So the line between truth and deception can become blurred, leading to misunderstandings or miscommunications, as I said, because of the influence of Pluto and Neptune in the yod, that can bring a sense of confusion and illusion. So it's essential to stay grounded and discerning during this time, ensuring that the information that you receive or what you say is carefully verified and analysed before as I said, being said or acted upon. So now I'm going to talk about what a T-square is and how this T-square between Uranus, the Moon and Mercury sort of like influence Mercury's transit into Scorpio this year. So positively, this T-square pushes us to confront obstacles, develop ourselves professionally and personally, and also helps us with our problem solving skills. It encourages us to be flexible and be more innovative in our thinking and action as well. And negatively, the T-square can bring about intense emotional and internal and external conflicts and struggles, as it can indicate patterns of stress, frustration or indecision. However, it also increases the potential for breakthroughs and self self-awareness, so this is really good. And the T-square aspect in astrology is basically a challenging sort of like configuration which happens when 3 planets or points are forming 2 squares and are oppositions between each other. So as you can see, oppositions and squares always signal sort of like tension in astrology, so we just have to be mindful of tension, which is doubly important anyway because Scorpio energy always brings this. So now I'm going to talk about the worldly, materialistic, the political sort of like meanings plus the social impact of Mercury transiting in Scorpio. So, as I said, Scorpio is known for its intensity and probing nature. So, Scorpio infuses Mercury's energy with depth and secrecy. On a worldly materialistic level, this transit can cause a deeper focus on financial matters and investments. It encourages us to delve beneath the surface and explore hidden motives in business dealings. Scorpio's shrewdness combined with Mercury's analytical skills urge us to make informed decisions to increase our material well-being. Politically, this transit can heighten the intensity of debates and discussions. Scorpio's power and intrigue combined with Mercury's communication powers can create an atmosphere of deep analysis and strategic thinking. Political leaders may use this energy to gain insights into hidden agendas and effectively communicate their ideas and make a powerful impact with the decisions they make right now. On the social level, it encourages us to delve into our emotions and revel in the deeper layers of our psyches. This self-reflection can lead to transformative conversations and a greater understanding of ourselves and others. It may also bring up discussions about power dynamics, secrets and hidden truths within relationships and society. As individuals become more aware of these dynamics, they may feel compelled to address them, leading to necessary changes and growth. Moreover, the intensity of Scorpio combined with Mercury's influence can create a sense of urgency in addressing social issues. People may find themselves passionately advocating for justice, equality and transparency. This transit can bring about powerful movements and social reform as we unite in our shared desire for change. Although Mercury's transit in Scorpio can bring different experiences for all of us based on our natal chart and the transits to it and personal circumstances, however, one thing is certain: this transit has the potential to ignite a fire within us, pushing us to make informed decisions and take action to enhance our material well-being. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the karmic lessons we may experience, the karma and past life implications of Mercury's transit in Scorpio. So we know that karma is like the universe's way of keeping tabs on our vibes. It's all about cause and effects, actions and reactions, and consequences, pros and cons and all of that. So when our messenger planet Mercury cruises through Scorpio, it's like a cosmic magnifying glass zooming in on our past actions. Scorpio is all about secrets, power dynamics and transformation. Also rules our sexual energy as well, and especially the sexual desires that we repress and the kinks and the unresolved trauma to do with sex and psychological wounds that we push deep inside us as well. So when Mercury transits through the sign, we can expect some serious soul searching, which can be different for each of us. This transit has a way of unearthing hidden truths and exposing the dark corners of our past lives, because you know Mercury rules our communication, so just secret communications can come out of nowhere. People may say their thoughts aloud when they're just thinking them in their head, or people may say secrets that they're sudden, and you know this can be conflicting and cause explosions, but in the long run this may be good for relationships as well. So although these may be uncomfortable times, especially you know secrets come out, this sort of confrontations are necessary for growth and evolution. It's like the universe is handing us a chance to confront our past mistakes head on and make amends. So as I said, when Mercury's in Scorpio, communication can take on a whole new level of intensity. we can dive deep into conversations, explore taboo topics, and maybe even uncover long lost secrets. It's time for honesty and authenticity. So all in all, when Mercury is transiting in Scorpio, we are encouraged to delve into our subconscious, uncover hidden truths, and confront and resolve any unresolved issues from our past. Karma plays a crucial role during this time, as it prompts us to acknowledge and rectify any negative thought or behaviour patterns that we may have carried over from past lives, or what we need to, what we may have carried over from childhood or early adulthood or even mid-adulthood that we need to change so we can live a more productive life. It offers growth opportunities by challenging us to face our fears and transform ourselves through honest self-reflection. The karmic lessons of transiting Mercury in Scorpio are twofold. As I said in the introduction, it pushes us to use our words and communication skills more responsibly, as the intensity of Scorpio can increase both positive and negative energies. Secondly, it calls for transparency and honesty in our interactions, pushing us to confront deceptive or manipulative behaviour that may have originated in past lives. Ultimately, understanding and addressing these karmic lessons can create a fertile ground for personal growth and transformation. This transit provides an excellent opportunity to shed light on our deepest desires, unravel hidden motivations, and heal any emotional, spiritual, psychological wounds that are still affecting us. It invites us to dive deep into the depths of our psyche and unravel the mysteries that lie within us. So as for past life implications, as we know, Scorpio is known as the sign of rebirth and regeneration. So when Mercury is transiting through this transformative energy, it's like our souls are given the chance to heal and grow from past life experiences, especially those to do with communication issues, not being able to say what we really mean, hiding our feelings, not being able to express ourselves authentically, and all of that. This transit can bring memories or experiences from previous lifetimes that have influenced our current circumstances. It's like a cosmic flashback, allowing us to connect the dots and understand why certain patterns or relationships exist in our lives. But remember, my friend, it's not just about looking back, it's about taking responsibility for your actions in the present moment. Scorpio energy demands accountability and forces us to face the consequences of our choices. So during this transit, we may be confronted with situations requiring us to make difficult decisions. It's a time to examine the power dynamics at play in our relationships and ensure that they're built on mutual trust and respect. So yeah, although the intensity of Mercury and Scorpio can be overwhelming at times, it's important to embrace the discomfort. Through this process of soul-searching and self-reflection, we have the opportunity to confront our past mistakes head on and make amends. It's a time to be honest with ourselves and those around us, even if it means facing some uncomfortable truths. Acknowledging our shortcomings and taking responsibility for our actions can pave the way for growth and transformation. So we opening ourselves to dive deep into conversations and within ourselves and explore taboo topics, things we don't like to talk about. We may uncover long stolen, hidden secrets that have been buried within us. These revelations can be both enlightening and challenging, but they provide the opportunity for healing and releasing emotional baggage that may be holding us back. It's time to dig deep into our psyche and confront the shadows that hold you back from living your fullest potential. During this period, it's essential to approach conversations and yourself with sensitivity and empathy. Creating a safe space for open dialogue is crucial, where trust and mutual respect are valued above all else. Through this transit, we may also uncover hidden talents or abilities that may have been dormant within us, waiting to be expressed. By embracing the intensity of Scorpio, we can tap into our inner wisdom and intuition, allowing them to guide us in our interactions with others and with ourselves as well, and improving that sort of self-love, understanding, forgiveness and worth and management, and as well healing as well. So now I'm going to talk about how committed relationships and hookup relationships are positively and negatively affected when Mercury is in Scorpio. So in terms of committed relationships, it pushes us to communicate with more authenticity and vulnerability. It invites us to dig deep and express our true thoughts and feelings, even if they may be uncomfortable or difficult. Doing so creates an environment of trust and openness in our relationships, allowing for deeper connections and understanding. However, it's important to approach these conversations with sensitivity and compassion. As I said earlier, Scorpio's intensity can sometimes manifest as power struggles or manipulation, so it's crucial to be aware of our own motives and avoid using communication as a means of controlling others and stuff, which can be bad for our relationships and stuff. So as I said, conversations may become more intimate and profound with the intense energy of Scorpio influencing our communication. This can lead to a deeper understanding of each other's desires, fear and vulnerabilities. But again, don't use these as weapons, because sometimes we can do that and stuff, and sometimes we can hold back because it is scary to be vulnerable. However, being open and being available to change and to compromise right now is essential. And although trust can be strengthened as secrets can be shared and emotional barriers can be broken down, but there is also a potential for conflict during this period. As mentioned, the intensity of Scorpio's influence on Mercury can bring out deep-seated emotions and hidden truths that may have been repressed. This can lead to confrontations and difficult conversations that challenge the stability of the relationship, so it's important for partners to approach these discussions with empathy, understanding and a willingness to work through any issues that come up. In hookup relationships, the energy can be felt in different ways. So on one hand, it can increase the physical and sensual connection between partners, creating an intense and passionate experience. Scorpio's influence can increase desires and drive individuals to explore their deepest fantasies with their partner. The Scorpio energy can heighten physical attraction and drive, making encounters more fiery and passionate. This can create a sense of excitement and adventure in hookup relationships. On the flip side, the intensity of Scorpio's influence can also lead to jealousy and possessiveness. In terms of hookup relationships, where there is no commitment or expectation of exclusivity, this can create a sense of excitement and adventure in hookup relationships. On the flip side, the intensity of Scorpio's influence can also lead to jealousy and possessiveness in hookup relationships, where there is no commitment or expectation of exclusivity. These emotions can create complications and misunderstandings, so it's important for everyone involved to communicate openly and honestly about their expectations and boundaries. It's also worth noting that the intensity of Scorpio's influence can make it difficult to maintain a purely casual relationship during this time, because there can be deep emotions and vulnerabilities that may surface, and this can blur the lines between hookup and something more meaningful. It's crucial for everyone involved to be aware of this possibility and have open discussions about where they stand. So yeah, overall, whether you're in a committed relationship or a hookup relationship, the influence of transiting Mercury and Scorpio can bring both opportunities to deepen connections and explore new levels of intimacy. It can be a time for soul searching and passionate encounters where emotions run high and desires are magnified. So now I'm going to talk about how career, spiritual, personal and educational development are affected when Mercury's in Scorpio. So in terms of career development, this transit creates intense focus and deep analysis. This can greatly benefit individuals who are looking to delve into complex problem solving or investigation work. It encourages strategic thinking, which can lead to uncovering hidden opportunities or seeking out innovative solutions within your professional life. In terms of spiritual development, during this transit, Mercury's energy aligns with Scorpio's introspection and depth, so this can prompt individuals to engage in self-reflection leading to increased sense of spiritual awareness. It may be a time of uncovering hidden truths and diving deep into the depths of your psyche and exploring the mysteries of human and universal sort of existence. In terms of personal development, transit Mercury in Scorpio can bring about transformative experiences on a personal level. It encourages us to confront our fears, embrace vulnerability, and explore the depths of our emotions, being more compassionate and understanding to ourselves and others. This can lead to personal growth, increased self-awareness, and the opportunity for profound healing. In terms of educational growth, the alignment of Mercury in Scorpio can have a profound impact on educational development. It encourages us to engage in deep research and study, promoting a thirst for knowledge and understanding. This transit creates a focused and analytical mindset, allowing students to delve into complex subjects with ease. It may also bring a desire to uncover hidden truths and explore the depths of knowledge in various fields of study or personal hobbies and stuff like that. So now I'm going to talk about the best things for students, professionals and lovers and entrepreneurs to do when Mercury is transiting in Scorpio. So for students, it's a good time to delve deep into your studies because, as I said, Mercury in Scorpio enhances focused thinking and analytical abilities. So students can use this period to engage in deep and thorough research, delving into complex subjects and developing a deeper understanding of their courseworks or anything else that they want to focus on right now as well. It's a great opportunity also to collaborate with classmates and share insights. Professionals should take advantage of Mercury's transit in Scorpio by using their intuition and investigative skills. Because this period favours intense attention to detail, professionals can use this time to dig deep into projects, explore new strategies and uncover hidden opportunities. It's also a beneficial period for networking and building connections that can lead to professional growth. For lovers, the transit of Mercury in Scorpio brings intensity and passion to relationships. This is a time when emotional connections deepen and secrets are revealed. Lovers should embrace open communication, honesty and vulnerability during this period. It's an ideal time to explore the depths of their relationships, engage in deep conversations and strengthen their emotional bond. Couples can also use this period to address any underlying issues, work on trust building and cultivate a deeper sense of intimacy. Entrepreneurs can capitalise on Mercury's transit in Scorpio by focusing on strategic planning and research. This is a phase that favours calculated risk-taking and intuitive decision-making. Entrepreneurs should dive into market analysis, examine competitors and identify potential areas for growth. It's also a favourable time to review business contracts, negotiate deals and seek out partnerships that align with their long-term goals. By using the intensity and focus of this transit, entrepreneurs can make informed decisions that pushes their businesses forward. So now I'm just going to finish up by talking about the positive, negatives, esoteric and special meanings, plus the best use of Mercury's transit in Scorpio. In summary, on the positive side, this transit enhances our ability to dive deep into complex matters, making it a favourable time for research, investigation and uncovering hidden truths. Communication can become more intense but insightful, leading to profound discussions, deeper connections and a more deeper understanding of yourself and others. Negatively, Mercury in Scorpio can bring a tendency towards secrecy or manipulation in communication, so it's essential to be aware of power struggles or being overly superstitious during this time. Watch out for becoming too obsessive or fixated on certain ideas or information, as this can lead to mental stress and difficulty in letting go of negative thoughts or emotions. In terms of the esoteric and special meanings of Mercury's transit in Scorpio, It's associated with unlocking the mysteries of the subconscious mind. As I said, this is the time when we may be more tuned to our intuition and psychic abilities, allowing for profound insights and transformative experiences. It's a favourable period for exploring spiritual practices in a grounded way, because using tarot cards and contacting the other side is good, but just remember, just as there's good and bad people in the earthly realm, it's the same in the spiritual realm. So we should always rely on our own sort of like intuition when deciding whether to take and use the information from the psychic realm. So yeah, but ultimately it's a good time to connect with the deeper aspects of our psyche. So the best use of Mercury's transit in Scorpio is to use the increased intuition and investigative energy to uncover hidden truths and gain a deeper understanding of yourself and others. It's a time to engage in deep research or delve into complex subjects that require analytical thinking. Use this transit to have meaningful conversations and explore the depths of your mind, and just to be gentle with yourself and have compassion, and try not to be so overwhelmed, even though it's overwhelming, this energy. So yeah, that's the end of this very in-depth analysis of Mercury's transit in Scorpio. Take care and see you next time.